Before you pack for a tropical vacation, stop. This is the video for you. I've been keeping a secret. I have been over the past 3 months preparing to go on the tropical vacation. And I'm not gonna spill the beans because I am looking forward to videotaping the whole process, because it's not just a simple pack your stuff all exclusive and that's it. This has got multiple islands, it's got multiple adventures within it, and I am so excited to go. It's one of those bucket list vacations, and I really think it is the ideal tropical vacation for midlifers. As I've been preparing for this trip, I have been thinking about how different a tropical vacation really is. I have to be honest, that hasn't been our go-to for our vacations, is the tropical lay on the beach type of, we are more into adventuring cities, multiple cities, renting cars, things like this. Sardinia was a beautiful place because it gave us that beach R&R water sports, but it also was filled with historic cities and the beauty of Italy and the food of Italy. But this is very different. This is a true tropical vacation. I have put together my list of things that I am packing, and it looks very different from my other packing videos. So stay tuned, here we go. First section of the video is surrounding beach and water essentials. Because you are surrounded by water, you might be taking boats or taking day trips and things like this, or longer than that. I think this is an essential, is a dry bag. And you know, even last summer, I can recall a friend of mine and I went on paddle boards, and we needed a dry bag, because when you're on paddle boards or canoe even, or kayak, you need one of these. It is a 10-liter, so you can see by the size. This I felt was the perfect size. I didn't want too big because I am trying to just bring carry-on, and I could probably squish in 2 towels in here, bathing suits, my wallet, my cameras. Idea of a water bag is you put everything, or a dry bag. Certainly you don't want the water bag. And the system is that you fold down multiple times and then you clip it like here. It becomes a bag that you can carry either way. It saves your stuff from ever getting wet, even if it accidentally falls in. Next up, lanyards, and if they float, even better. Yeah, so you need a dry bag for your cell phone. So this one actually was a gift with purchase, so I will link everything below. And with that dry bag purchase, I actually got a cell phone dry bag, and this has a twist type of top. But again, if your cell phone drops in, it stays dry. Now, it came with just a ribbon style lanyard, and I bought these too, floating. So if the cell phone does end up dropping in, during water sports, this handle will keep it buoyant. One of the things I got for my trip, because the underwater experience will be something to capture, is the Insta360 Go Ultra. So I am having so much fun figuring out this camera. Yes, this has a wristlet, so that will be good. But the thing with the Go Ultra is the little action cam comes out of its pod. And this is such a beautiful camera. I'm gonna do a review on this camera, but this pod actually has a screen on it, so I can actually see what this is doing. And certainly I can see it in selfie mode, see what I'm filming. But yeah, wait for that. That one will be coming, that review. I've heard so many reviews. I did a lot of research before I bought the Go Ultra. A lot of people say that it is easy to lose when you're in the water, and you can get the harnesses and things like that. I will certainly be putting this little wristlet that floats on this, so it does not go to the bottom of the coral and I never see it again. I would cry. Now, I did mention these before, so you've got your cell phone, but lanyards again. When you're hanging off certain things, and just as basic security for your, when you're traveling, to wear something on your wrist with your cell phone is probably a really good thing. Before I travel, I always scope out to see different petty crimes. And a lot of times criminals just come by on a bicycle and grab the phone and take off. It's a little bit harder if they're actually around your neck or on your wrist. So I think this is really good, even if for boating and things like this, if you didn't want to get the actual, I'm going to bring both because I think there are the uses for both of these. One other thing when it comes to lanyards, though, the one thing that has not arrived that I ordered is a lanyard that floats for your glasses, for your sunglasses, for your eyeglasses. They came in a pack of like 8, so I think I can give some out to my friends that are coming along on the trip. I know someone who has lost their prescription eyeglasses in the water, and that is not fun. Glasses are not cheap, and even if they are cheap, maybe they're your favorite sunglasses and you don't want to lose them while you're out. So that floating band that is so valuable. Floating lanyards, really, there's a bit of a theme there. Okay, snorkel gear. We bring our own snorkel gear just because we have it. It squishes into the corner of our bags and kind of disappears. I think bringing your own snorkel gear is great. We don't bring big fins, of course. That would be a little bit harder to fit in. The other thing about the beach and the sand is jelly shoes. I have some jelly shoes, and they are just not the neoprene ones. I've heard so much from friends and online where the neoprene style smell after a while, after some uses. I guess if not properly really cleaned, and even if you do clean them, if that salt water is in there. I think going with a full-on plastic type of shoe that has some give. I loved mine. Mine were so great, and in fact I bought another pair, even not in the water. I think these are so cute because mesh is in style right now. So I would be able to even wear these at night if I wanted to. And I sewed jelly shoes for water sports and maybe even out at dinner. Who would have thought? Okay, nice, right? A really nice hat. Now this is functional, but it's also quite stylish. I love the brim. I love the weight of this hat. And the best part about this hat, there's a few things. It's adjustable, so I can make it smaller. If you have a small head, it is adjustable. It has a safety strap, so if you are on a fast-moving boat or wind, I don't put it in the front. I put it under my hair and tie it under, and the strap can be quite tight and hold this hat down on your head. Got to stay out of the sun, especially my face, my chest, and we'll get into that on the beauty section. Having a good hat that travels well, and that is what I was going to point out. The best thing about this, it rolls up. And I actually have a few of the type that actually roll up, more the visor type, and I might bring my black and white one just so that I can match multiple outfits. But this one does roll up like that into my bag, and then it pops right back out. That's incredible. Cute, right? I love it. And it just feels very good. I love the weight of it. It's not too light and straw-like. It is, there's a bit of a plastic to it, which tells me that it will probably repel water, repel the folds, and it's important to know to cover up your neck area and your face, of course. You know about this, my Moroccan robe towel. I showed you this in Sardinia. I still love it, and it comes on most trips because it is just a great robe and also towel when I need it. It's fast drying, and if you just want the Moroccan type of towel, that works well too. My husband will probably bring his Moroccan towel. You're always ready for going to the beach and having your towel and not relying on the place that you're staying to give you one. And the greatest part of Moroccan towels is they dry very fast. This is a little random tip. Bring a couple of these clips. Yeah, just the paper office type clips. Yes, there are hooks in your bathroom, and that's fine. But maybe there's a little place outside of your suite. It's good just to bring a couple of these, throw them in your makeup bag. You'd be surprised how much I use them just to clip up. Even a bathing suit or something, and I would bring two, because sometimes you want something to, even steaming or anything like that, you just need a couple of clips sometimes to hold your place, either to dry out or to steam. Clips, put them in. All right, next up is beauty. All about protecting, hydrating, and then protecting from the humidity. So it depends on what facet of beauty we're talking about. So let's talk about hair. So it doesn't matter whether you have curly hair or not. We all have a tendency to have a bit of frizz in high humidity. This one I showed at Christmas. These Mark Anthony, smaller versions of these if you're restricted by how much you can bring. This is the ultimate blowout. So this is a dupe for the Wow, so it's a lot more affordable, and the Wow products. And this is leave-in conditioner. So when you're going into salt water and jumping in and out, your hair needs to be protected. So make sure you put on the leave-in conditioner, and then if you're blowing your hair dry, especially at dinner time, you want to blow out your hair, make sure you put this in, and this will lock in its own humidity and won't let the outside humidity wreck your dew. This is very important. We're talking about skin and locking in hydration. The ordinary, the hyaluronic acid, 2% is really key. It helps lock in and retain that own natural moisture. This is so nice. This D'Alba, it's the white truffle body mist and serum. It does soothe. It's got this beautiful oil that you shake up. It's a beautiful smelling, and I just put it on my face, my neck, my legs. Very nice and it has a beautiful oil and gives a beautiful glow without looking too oily. And of course, I'm going to mention sunscreen. So you should have a good daily sunscreen. I've tried all kinds. Right now I'm using the Trader Joe's daily sunscreen, and that is SPF 40. My ordinary foundation also has SPF in it, so that is good. And I am also bought a sunscreen from Neutrogena, which gives a beautiful shimmer glow. I bought it in the spray version, and this is for face and body. And I think that is important, is buying the spray. If you're having to put on sunscreen multiple times during the day, and you do, especially if you're jumping in the water, I think it's important to make it as seamless as it can be and easy. I know that guys in particular don't like putting on creams and smushing it all over. This way, everyone, kids, you name it, is taking the mist, and it just is melting into their skin, and they don't have to rub and have a white cast on their body for a period of time. And I think that's a SPF 50 or 60. Hawaiian Tropic, well, who doesn't love this? Like, it smells like it always did. It smells good. It is an SPF of 30, and it is glorious, and I like that. I like using a lighter SPF on my legs and body than I do my face. I'll do a 50 or 60 on my face, or a combination of products. I find that it is always fun to get dressed up and I even especially like it when you've been beach bumming all day, because there's just something about getting glammed up when you've been just kind of wet hair all day, and to get dressed. And I love Duke's, called a multi-purpose dry oil, and it gives you a beautiful shimmer. So putting it on your chest and on your arms, and even highlighting your cheekbones, it's a lovely, if you watch my videos, you'll see that I bought this in Paris duty free, in the Paris, yeah, it was after Sardinia. Beautiful rose shimmer, but you can get all kinds of shimmers. So having a beautiful highlight dry oil is very nice. I think having dry lips is difficult. Listen, there's tougher things in the world than chapped lips. Sun is brutal, and I think it's important that you keep your lips in tip-top shape. Using Laneige lip mask at night, and then during the day, actually protecting them. I have a Kiehl's here. I love a Carmex classic lip balm. I've used it since I was a kid. It's really protectant, and it really covers, and of course the good old Aquaphor. Now I'm using this as a bit of a primer. And speaking of primer, chafing gel, which is kind of funny that it will come in multiple purposes for the trip. So chafing is the spot between your legs, and if you are a lucky a lady that doesn't have legs that rub together, congrats. You're probably in a small percentage. Most of us have skin that rubs together, and in the heat, sun and sand, it gets worse. And this is a little TMI, but this chafing gel I actually bought because it's a dupe for a primer. So it was funny, I was pulling this out of my drawer and I thought, oh my God, I have this. I can bring this chafing gel, and it's from Walmart. It will come in 2 folds. I can use it in between my legs, but I'll show you another trick that I used for that, but I can use it as a primer. The odd time, and listen, I'm not gonna put on makeup because I really think that one of the other tips for beach vacation like this is using more of a tinted sunscreen. And I'll put some here that I like. I don't know that I will put on foundation. Although my foundation is so nice, it's so light, I might, but mineral tinted foundation I think is a lovely on a beach holiday with minimal makeup for sure. That is beauty, done. Okay, we talked about the dry bag. That's a necessity when you're around water sports. I think it's important to also have a straw bag, a beach bag that you will use and love and throw around. It folds down to literally nothing. I also think it's important to have a couple of other bags that you bring. One nighttime bag that kind of goes with multiple types of outfits for nighttime. So check out what you're bringing and what best match, but a little something like this, a wristlet type of bag, and just one would probably suffice for a couple of weeks or longer. And I think it's always important to bring a fanny pack, more of a sporty type of fanny pack that will go along, and again, it folds to nothing. And also I find that even if you are using a bag like this, that it can go in your bag and with your wallet and things like that, and no one can really see where your most important stuff is. Most importantly, shoes. Shoes for the beach holiday. I love an Archie type of flip-flop. So again, going back to I harp on this a bunch, is the arch support. I think it's important at any age, in fact, but I find that it's important at later in life. Having a neutral type of flip-flop, and I do think that black is a neutral. Is it actually? I don't know. Again, even having, again, with arch support, very important. But nighttime, what do you do at nighttime? You can have just a cute sandal that has some glitz and glamour, maybe some of the mixed tones. But I think a beautiful neutral sandal like this is naturalizer. It has arch support in it, it has sponge in it, and it's, you know, when you start getting a color in your legs and your feet and you have a nice pedicure, I think nothing looks nicer than a very neutral sandal with most every dinner type of outfit. I think these have come in handy for me, and they're coming along this time. These are bathing suits. Now I have a new one, this one. Joe Fresh, I see you. You're quite cute. A nice basic. Now I think what I want to point out with bathing suits, you should think about how they can be dressed up. So could I put this on for even dinner? I think that to have it always like having a dual purpose. So this does look like a really cute tank top. Look at, just for a moment, remember I talked in fashion about the see-through pants? Well, I do have some. And how cute would going to lunch be with my see-through pants? Can you see that on camera? I don't know if you can. Like that. See-through pants, this bathing suit, and even this shawl. Bringing multiple bathing suits, I think, is really important, and especially if they look cute. The top on their own. This one has some gold in it. I think that just keeping that in, I could put a skirt on with the bottom of this, because you just don't know that you might be swimming 1 minute and then you might be going into a nice hotel to have lunch, and you could, because your bathing suit is as cute as a proper outfit would be. I'm going to bring multiple tops, multiple bathing suits, I think. And again, this is a top. I think this is Joe Fresh too. And different bottoms as well. This is a cute little top. Look at this. Joe Fresh, what? Very cute little top. So this I'm wearing as a shawl right now on this, with this sundress. But this is a super cute skirt as well. So bring cover-ups that will, again, have multiple purposes. That's, I think, the key for me, is I'm always thinking about, okay, this beautiful kind of kimono is a cover-up, but I could dress this up with a pair of white denim shorts. Well, I guess these shoes could go. I'm gonna have fun putting together some outfits. All right, my last two products, and I think these are game changers. If you watch my videos, you would have seen this in my Amazon Prime picks, is a Holy Grail top pick for I'm wearing one with this dress and it hasn't bothered me at all. And if you know, you know, strapless bras are a pain in the you-know-what. So this is a navy one. It's got the beautiful big straps, the elastic straps with this gum, and it is comfortable. Can you believe it? It is comfortable. I never say that about strapless bras, but I really like these. And these are biking shorts. They are cotton, and as I was saying, with the chafing gel, your legs rubbing together in the heat and humidity is a pain for a majority of us. I have these cotton boxer shorts that come with me 100%. Have tan, white, and black. It's a real thing that you deal with and that can make your beach holiday not as fun. So again, it is about protecting, hydrating, and protecting yourself from the humidity. If you do those three things and you cover all of your bases from your hair to your skin, your lips, your legs, protect from sun, you're gonna have a great time. And I look forward to having a really great time. And I'm looking forward to filming all of the aspects of the trip. It is going to be an epic trip and I'm so happy to get going. That's all for this video. Hope you've enjoyed it and see you on the next one.